Hey guys, welcome back to my video. I'm so excited to be back. So sorry that I've been absent for so long, but I'm glad to get it started with this fun, festive look for summer. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with some primer. It's gonna be the MAC, I think it's the Soft Ochre Primer, but any primer will do. I would just suggest one that's going to block out all the color on your eye. Then we're going to set it with some setting powder. Any setting powder is fine, just so that it's not sticky. And then we're going to go in with Peaches and Cream in the Too Faced Matte palette. Peaches and Matte palette. With a fluffy brush here. Just going to blend that out just to give us a nice blending color. Then we're gonna go in with Just Peachy. We're gonna just darken that. We're gonna darken the crease here with this Real Techniques brush. Not sure of the name of it. I really like it because it's nice and fluffy. So it's gonna easily build the color without putting too much color on at once. And we're just, making that gradient. So we're gonna go from lightest to darkest eventually. Blend, blend, blend. Then we're going to go in with Peach Punch. This is the main color we're going to use today. I love this color. I almost didn't even darken this, to be honest, on my first eye. I kind of wanted it to be like a light peach, but I decided to go for the darker one later on. So anyways, so we're going to take that and we're just going to keep going back and forth, dipping back into that color, really building up that color nice and dark. Yeah. Then again, I'm going to go in with Peach Punch on a brush sort of like this. It's going to be like a thin, flat brush, and we're going to kind of carve out a cut crease. Don't worry about this being too sharp as we're going to go back in with concealer later, but it's kind of nice to get a nice gradient on top of the cut crease when you go in. Then I'm going to go back and just blend that out with that fluffy brush and no extra pigment on there. Then I'm going to go into Just Ripe. And I'm going to do that same thing with that flat brush. I'm going to go in and carve out that cut crease. Pretty much just keep darkening it. You can do this with any colors you'd like. It's just kind of a gradient, so you don't even have to use the same palette as me, just similar colors, or you could even do different colors. It's just, this is kind of how you would go about it. Blending. I like to sing when I'm doing this. Then I'm going to take that darker color again, but with a more very dense brush that's going to give me more control. And I'm going to pack it sort of into that inner crease there and lightly go over the rest of it with nothing left on my brush. Then I'm going to go back in with the same exact color again and deepen that crease even more. And I'm just switching up brushes here just to get the deepest I can get there. Going back and forth between brushes to make sure that you're blending everything out. Now I'm going to take some of my paint pot and soft ochre or whatever color you want, and we're going to carve out the cut crease. My advice on this is to coat your brush as much as you can. Make sure that you have a brush with even bristles all the way across the top and just kind of go for it. If you do a light hand, it doesn't end up giving you a good line, so just go in and do it and pray for the best. As you can see here, this took me quite a while. I just wanted to make sure that I got them even on both sides. With glitter, when you're putting glitter on, you don't have to be as precise because the glitter will cover any imperfections that you may have had. I usually tap it out on the edges where you're blending in the color, and then we're going to take this bright pinky sort of shimmery color from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to coat over that entire area that we just blocked out. I think I did use this wet, by the way. Then I'm going to go back in and just kind of blend over that edge to make it look more clean and blended. Once I liked that, I went in with the glitter here. I got these at Ross, and they had multiple different colors. The brush is horrible, but they sort of work. I would definitely suggest getting a glitter in a tube like this with a brush because then it won't have as much fallout. You're trying to keep it right in that line of the crease, so it's just easier to apply and it looks really awesome. It's one of my favorite things to do for any going out event. I apologize, by the way, if it goes out blurry. I'm still learning this new camera and it's been quite interesting. I can't figure out how to make it autofocus, so if anyone has any advice on that, please leave it in the comments down below. Now we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette again with the bright blue, which I love, and I'm going to wet my brush and then pretty much use it as a liner. I still have the tape on my eye, so it's going to keep that line really, really crisp. And so I just take it, make sure it's super wet, and then take the eyeshadow and make sure it's super coated, and it creates a really nice blue liner. I thought that this added the perfect pop to this look. By the way, I really, really like this brush for this. It's a Real Techniques brush. It came in the package of 4 brushes with a purple color, as you can see. I like it for shadow liner, but not for other liner. I don't know, it's weird. Then I'm gonna go under the eye. I did do my foundation and stuff off camera. I figured you guys have seen me do that before. And under the eye, we're just gonna do the same thing we did on the top. You start from the lightest color and work your way to the darkest color up until you're satisfied with how you like it. This is all on preference. I like mine pretty dark, but some people don't like under eye eyeshadow. It's all you, and there are no rules, so you can do this if you'd like or not. Just making sure it's super blended, and then I'm gonna go back in with a fluffier brush to kind of blend that out. Then I'm gonna take that liner again, and I'm just gonna kind of line the bottom lash line as close to the lashes as possible. I really loved how this liner came out. I really never thought about using it before, but honestly, it'd be really pretty by itself. Then I'm going to take some inner corner highlight. I believe I used the lightest shadow in the Jaclyn Hill palette, the lightest glittery shade, just to add some inner corner. And that is it.